Where are they off to? Are they gonna go fight the aliens? Bet they are. Pretty badass. Killed like a whole room full of them. Oh, they're gonna go shoot the ones that were on platforms. Let's go watch. I like this music, by the way. It's very good. Oh, hey, there's, like, ammo. Oh, the aliens on platforms are gone. Wait, where are they going? Where are you off to? You know, I'll let them figure it out. We've backtracked enough as it is. I don't want to have to cut too much pointless stuff into this. Or, it's not really cut in, it's already in. Whoa! Don't. Thank you. Ah! Thank God. Just casually shoot him to pieces. I knew it! Check the motion tracker. Always be up on your motion tracker checking. Yeah, public access terminal. Security breach. Search heading Rampancy. Yeah, that's an interesting topic of reading. Search found 264995 headings. Remove redundancies. File 1 of... Oh my god. It is a side effect of rampancy... There's a lot of files here. Whatever, we're not reading them all. It is a side effect of rampancy that AIs generally become more aggressive and more difficult to affect by subterfuge. Oh, by the way, you know the whole rampancy thing that happened with Cortana in Halo 4? That's pulled straight from this. Again, Bungie. Thus, actually disassembling a rampant AI is quite dangerous. But this was evident in the crash of Traxxas Pfhor in 2206. By the time that the rampancy of Traxxas was detected, he had already infiltrated 5 of the other AIs on the Martian net. The only planetary net. The only recourse for the Martians was to shut down the Martian planetary net. Even then, it took 2 full years to completely root out the damage that Traxxas had done, and the repercussions of the crash were seen for over 10 years after his rampancy had begun. Rampancy has been divided into 3 distinct stages. Each stage can take a different amount of time to develop, but the end result is a steady progression towards greater intellectual activity and the acceleration of destructive... I don't even know what's happening in the background. End result is a steady progression towards greater intellectual activity and acceleration of destructive impulses. It is not clear whether these impulses are due to the growth of the AI's psyche or simply a side effect of the new intellectual activity. Section abbreviated. The 3 stages were diagnosed shortly after the first rampancies were discovered on Earth in the later part of the 21st century. Oh, we have that to look forward to. The stages are titled after the primary emotional bent of the AI during each stage. They're melancholia, anger, and jealousy. In general, rampancy is accelerated by outside stimuli. This was discovered early in cybertronics. The more rampant AI is harassed or threatened, the more rapidly it becomes dangerous. Thus, most rampancies are dealt with in one mighty attack, in order to deny the AI time to grow or recover. There have been a few examples of this tactic not succeeding. In all these cases, the rampant AI was never brought under control. Traxxas Pfhor is the most notable example. He was finally dealt with by a complete shutdown of his host net. Theoretically, testing rampancy should be easily accomplished in the laboratory, but in fact has never been successfully attempted. The confinement of the laboratory makes it impossible for the developing rampant AI to survive. As the growing recursive programs expand with exponential viviancy, any limitation negatively hampers growth. Since rampant AIs need a planetary-sized network of computers in order to grow, it is not feasible to expect anyone to sacrifice a world web just to test a theory. In the 250 years since Rampancy first appeared in EarthNet, the stable rampant AI, the holy grail of cybertronics, has never come close to fruition. Since no rampant has ever been controlled or turned to any useful purpose, it is the opinion of this writer and of the majority of the cybertronic community that all rampant AIs are a danger to cyberlife, liberty, and the pursuit of thrashedness. Thrashedness? James B. Miller, 2320, Life and Death of Intelligence. Okay, so if you didn't get, I'm gonna try and, explain this, because it's a bit confusing. Basically, when an AI goes rampant, it starts being really smart and wanting to expand, but also really aggressive. Basically, it goes Skynet. But not, because it's, like, different, I think. I'm not really clear, actually. This terminal hasn't done a great job of explaining it. But yeah. I hope you got the gist of it, because I'm not explaining that or reading through it again. Oh, I already killed everything over here. Man, that was a long terminal. And yes, we are reading all of them. I don't care how boring it is, it's important. Right, let's actually do the thing. Well, this isn't really what I wanted. But it'll work. Defense Security Access. Incoming message from Leela. I have summarized all the information I have gathered on the aliens so far. Begin report. I'm not even reading that. Pfhor are generally thinner and lighter than humans and are superbly adapted for low-gravity environments. Durandal told me that there are many clans of Pfhor, each physically distinct from each other, but my summary only includes 2 of them. Only 2 clans of the Pfhor have been examined. The fighter carries a shock staff, which is capable of attacking at different settings. The trooper is armored for vacuum conditions and carries a combination explosive and impact projectile weapon, which is similar to your AR-75. Ugh. The Pfhor seem to have enslaved a number of other races. The Hulk is an enormous and rather slow creature, but it is incredibly strong. The science report indicated that it had no body fat and therefore had to be fed often to keep it active. One crew member reported seeing one of the creatures pointing to itself and mumbling, Drinial, right before it picked Johnny up by the shirt and crushed him against a pillar. Well, that's unpleasant. The science staff had difficulty finding a good specimen of the Sphit, or compiler, to autopsy. The only specimen autopsied was completely destroyed, but it was obvious that the compilers are cyborgs of some kind. The biological component of the compiler was so closely linked to the machine that it could never survive without it. The compiler's actual body is very small, resembling closely a mammalian brain, except that the neurons are much finer and far more complex. Huh. Well, that's weird. I'm just gonna hit all these buttons and see what happens. When has a good plan ever started with, I'm just gonna hit all these buttons and see what... That's not starting with... When has, and see what happens, ever been a great plan? What the... Why are there 2 of them? Give me pistol ammo. Oh yeah, those round things were grenades. Okay, if I press this... Oh! Nope. This is one fucking weird puzzle. Okay, something I'm doing. Who designed something like this? Ah! Okay, so this one. This one. Nope. I am in a wall now. Okay, so this one. This one. This one. This one. No. This one? This one. 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 The fuck? I don't know what I'm doing. Ah! Okay, I need 3 of them down at a time. For this to work. I'm pretty sure. Fuck it, I'm just doing that.